The problem here in the Valley, like much of California, homelessness affects us all in one way or another. And as inflation keeps rising, we see more and more people having to make heartbreaking decisions to live on the streets. Now, over in DHS, it sounds like the city is making a big shift on how they handle things when it comes to their homeless population. Their main facility for people without homes, called the Hub, used to be just a quick emergency shelter, but now they have changed the whole game. It is run by this group called SWAG, the Social Work Action Group. They've turned it into a serious 90-day transitional program, not just a place to crash. It's a community and a commitment for chronically homeless folks to get deep help and transition to housing. On top of that, City Council recently put down a firm ban on sleeping or camping in public areas. That makes their push toward getting these people into these long-term programs all the more serious. Jamie, how should other Valley cities embrace what DHS is doing at the Hub?
They should embrace by copycatting. They're doing a great job and it works. When you just give them a bed or place to stay, you're just enabling the people. They're not going to fix any problem that they have.
Doug, you know that CVAG is handling this for all the other cities in the Valley. DHS kind of went off on its own. Do you think other Valley cities, CVAG, should embrace what DHS is doing?
Yes, I do. When you give somebody a place to live and say, good, you got a place to live now, have fun. But you don't cure the addiction problems, the mental health issue problems. You don't deal with those. You just give them a house. The overwhelming majority of those people move out of that housing almost immediately. It doesn't work. What they're doing at DHS, and kudos to Mayor Scott and City Council there, what they're doing there is they're saying, no, you've got to get sober. You've got to deal with mental issues. You've got to have a commitment to making yourself whole again. And when you make that commitment and you start doing it, we'll give you a place to live.
So when a program is small in scale, Doug, with only a handful of beds or spots, is it really making a dent, or is it just giving the appearance of doing something?
No, I think it's making a dent because it one begots one begots one. You help one, who helps another, who helps another. I think it's making a difference.
Jamie, what should the city's role be? Strict enforcement of laws around encampments, more outreach and housing, a mix? How should it be handled?
It definitely has to be a mix, but these people need to be held accountable for themselves as well. Don't just help them because they need to hold themselves. Not just look for a place to crash and not fix your own problem. It all starts with us,
Doug, you agree with that?
I do. And remember, a lot of the people who are out on the street prefer to live on the street because they don't want to follow rules, regulations, and guidelines.
Are you old enough to remember when people actually dressed up to fly, when flying was luxurious? Back then, even coach was pretty swanky. Well, we all know now that that's a thing of the past, unless you're in first class or you can fly privately. Airline travel is like the Hunger Games. May the odds ever be in your favor, but they are never in your favor, especially if you have to fly certain airlines. So study finds tallied up all our collective gripes and crowned a few airlines as the official most hated in the world. The big winner, or loser, I guess, there it is, American Airlines, which just shows the show that even the bigger names can't buy goodwill when your luggage is halfway to Timbuktu. Right behind them, budget guys like Frontier, proving once and for all that rock-bottom fares mean you're paying for your patience later. My favorite part is they mentioned British Airways, now apparently the world champion of losing suitcases. Honestly, we all complain about the shrinking seats and those mystery fees, but we keep booking the flights anyway. It really is the most amazing, frustrating cycle. Okay, Doug, what's your least favorite airline to fly and why?
Well, Southwest. And I did it once about 2 years ago from here to Palm Springs, or here to Las Vegas, because it was a direct flight. And I swear to God, I would have rather just walked naked through the desert to get to Las Vegas than to ever go through that experience again. The fighting, the jostling for seats, the people who are, let's just say, déclassé. They're ill-dressed. They have no manners. It was just a miserable 1 hour flight. I will never do it again. Never.
Okay, two things. First, I think Southwest is now allowing people to pick their seats. And
Yes.
Second, and I think I speak for all of us, thank God we didn't have to see you walking naked anywhere. Jamie?
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah. Jamie, your least favorite airline?
Spirit is one. I also flew Virgin Atlantic to London. My God, that was a horrible, horrible.
Virgin Atlantic was bad?
Yeah, it was bad. And I was in the first class too. And I was younger, so I paid a lot of money at that time. And I was like, my screen wasn't working right in front of me, and they couldn't find another seat for me. It was horrible.
All right, if an airline knows it's getting slammed in the reviews, what is the quickest fix? More money, better service, or lower expectations? Jamie?
I mean, if you want to stay in business and you want lower expectations, come on, you got to do the right thing. Common sense. Spend money, train better people, give better service, get those people back to fly with you guys.
Doug, will this worst airlines list actually change how people pick flights, or do people just bite the bullet because the prices force them to?
I think people buy because of the price and also the schedule. They want to arrive at a particular city at a particular time. Who will get them there? And by the way, Jamie and I's favorite airline is American. That's about all we fly, and we've never had a bad experience. So I didn't get their horrible rating.
Okay, well, maybe now they'll give you free passes.
We'll take them.
I'm sure. So our lives are filled with various experiences, and some things we would do when we were younger, we probably wouldn't do today. So some couple decided that driving 90 miles an hour was not enough of a thrill. They needed more. Well, here's what they did. They got intimate while the car was moving. Seriously. An eyewitness saw them swerving all over the place, nearly forcing a huge truck right off the road. Because apparently concentrating on high-speed driving was just too much to ask. The cops finally caught up with them at a gas station. I can only imagine the conversation. Now, the driver is facing charges for dangerously messing up traffic. I guess the only thing faster than their car was the rate of their poor decision-making. Okay. Jamie, why are you shaking your head like that?
Because I know you're going to ask me the first question, yeah?
Yeah. So, you ever gotten that personal while driving?
We don't even hold hands while driving. I mean, this happened in Germany. What kind of sauerkraut state of mind were these idiots in? Like, who does that?
You don't hold hands while you're driving?
We don't hold hands. I need whoever's driving, both hands on the wheel,
Right.
eyes on the road.
Okay, so you wouldn't even touch the person driving. You wouldn't put your hand on their shoulder, on their leg?
No.
Okay. Doug, you ever gotten personal while driving?
Now, and first, I can attest to what she just said. That's true. Now, have you ever gotten frisky in a car while driving? Well, not with anyone else in the car, and certainly not while driving a stick shift.
If I ever got frisky while I'm in the car, certainly while no one else is in the car.
Yeah. Well, why endanger somebody else? You could just get frisky by yourself, but you can't if you're driving a stick shift. It has to be an automatic.
Okay. What do you think they were thinking? Speeding and driving dangerously while doing that. What do you think of that, Doug?
I don't think they were thinking, period, or thinking with alternate parts of their body. I don't consider that a thrill. I consider that just suicidal.
Yeah. So they were thinking with a different stick shift is what you're saying.
Exactly right.
Okay. Jamie, what do you think they were thinking?
I think they were on drugs.
Really?
Period.
Okay. If you were witnessing that, would you call it hilarious? Would you call it horrifying? Or would you call it both? Jamie.
I would call it gross, obscene, lewd, crass. I would call it po-po on them right away.
And Doug, what would you call it?
Simply horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. Would scare the daylights out of me.
I don't blame you. All right. Have a good weekend.